Welcome back to Faceoff Sports Network. I am your host, Matt McKay, coming at you with a couple picks for game three of the NHL Eastern Conference Finals tomorrow night between Florida and Carolina. Uh, it's been a lopsided affair, to say the least, with how this series has gone so far. Um, it's been all Panthers, even on the road. Odds makers have been valuing the wrong team, and that price is no longer available on Florida as they return back home in Amarin Arena. Carolina, for those of you who don't know, they haven't won an Eastern Conference Finals game and what now makes 14 straight attempts. So yeah, they've been swept the three previous appearances. They're down 2-0 in this series to Florida, who just swept Carolina 2 years ago with the same exact stakes, getting the East won and advancing to the Stanley Cup Finals. So Florida is looking to go back to back. They're trying to three-peat winning the East. They've won 5-2 and 5-0 via shutout last night, and that was on the road in Carolina. So the Hurricanes are pretty much dead in the water right now. Maybe they find a way to salvage a win here. I don't know. So yeah, I have a couple of best bets here for tomorrow night's game three tilt in Florida between the Panthers and the Hurricanes. Like I said, this series has been all Florida from start until right now. And it really hasn't been the primary guys getting it done. Yeah, we got a Barkov goal, we got a Kachuk goal, but Sam Bennett's been huge in this series so far. He's got 3 goals for the Panthers, 4 total points. Carter Verhaeghe also has 5 points. And their top defenseman, Aaron Ekblad, has been a machine. He racked up a couple assists last night. So the Panthers have a ton of depth. They lead the playoffs in goals scored. And frankly, Carolina's offense just can't muster anything right now. So that's going to be our first bet. These are all one-unit plays. So if you're looking to get action in Carolina at Florida game 3 tomorrow night, I would take Carolina's team total under 2.5. Now it's been set to 3.5 in both of the first 2 matchups, and they scored 2 in the first. They scored 1 last night that got overturned due to an offside, so they ended up getting shut out. We haven't seen Carolina break or even get to 3 goals yet in this series. They're facing Sergei Bobrovsky, arguably the hottest goaltender left in the playoffs with a ton of experience, Vezina winner, Stanley Cup champion last season. So he's playing with a ton of confidence. He's going back home. He's going to be even more comfortable than we've already seen him play. And to me, Carolina, they outshot Florida in game 1, and it didn't work out. They lost 5-2. I think they finished last night with 16 shots on goal, and they only had 7 going into the third period. So they were just all their shots were missing or getting blocked. Florida dominated time of possession and won the faceoff battle. So if you're looking for a best bet, my first one here for Carolina and Florida tomorrow night is Hurricanes team total under 2.5 goals, minus 118 odds on FanDuel Sportsbook. Now we're getting Florida priced at minus 146 money line. You could have gotten Florida plus 114, plus 106 each of the first 2 games. The odds makers, for whatever reason, had a total misread on this game. And it's because Carolina has played so well at home this season and in the playoffs. So if you would like to tail this bet, it's juicy. But I think Panthers money line, we keep riding that wagon. They are too experienced, too deep, too talented. And the goaltending edge definitely goes to Bobrovsky. Frederick Anderson got absolutely chewed up and spit out game 1. I think he faced 22 shots. He allowed 5 goals. So under an 800 save percentage. You want to be above 900 if you're a good to great goalie. So he was good up until this point, but the wheels have fallen off of Carolina's offense. He's not playing well in the net. I think Seth Jarvis, one of their best players, got hurt in game 2 for Carolina. So yeah, we're looking to fade Carolina any chance we can get. So if you want to take Panthers in regulation, I like that play a lot as well. You can still get plus odds on Florida to win in regulation at plus 115. They are down Sam Reinhart, potentially, who also received an injury early in game 2. But Reinhart's kind of been an afterthought compared to the point leaders for the Panthers in the series, which are Verhaeghe, Bennett, Ekblad, Kachuk, and Evan Rodriguez. So there's, like I said, a ton of depth in this Panthers lineup. They have a great head coach in Paul Maurice. So yeah, I think back at the favorite here at home. It's going to be a popular play. Books have caught up with how well Florida is playing, and honestly, just how bad Carolina has looked so far. And I don't know if it's a mental issue with them realizing their lack of wins in this round, dating back, I think, over 20 years. So yeah, if you're looking for a second best bet, Panthers money line, keep it simple. If you want to get a little bit greedy, I still think it hits in regulation, their outright win to make it a 3-0 series. So that's plus 115 to win in regulation, 60-minute money line on FanDuel Sportsbook as well. So we're all Florida. We're fading Carolina under 2.5 total team goals at minus 118 odds. That's pretty good value in my opinion. And for a little bit of fun here, we can look at a player to get a point in this matchup. And the first one to, okay, there's a couple Carolina guys here that are in the favorites to record a point. For those of you who aren't avid hockey watchers or bettors, to record a point, you just need an assist or a goal. Obviously, goals are much harder to get, but an assist in hockey, you can get it's not like basketball where you have to directly pass it to the scorer. You can get an assist off a rebound or off of a pass to the primary pass that results in a goal. So there is the assist market that has a little bit better odds just because of how specific it is to get an assist versus just a point. I thought about going into that market, but I'm going to keep it here in the player 1+ points betting market. And we're going to keep riding the hot hand in the series, which is Sam Bennett, minus 122 to record a point in game 3. Bennett has been, he's a scrapper. If you're not aware of who he is, he plays on Florida's second line. He's an absolute dog. Really sets the tone for the team, honestly. He's willing to get dirty and gritty in front of the net, and that's where a lot of his goals come from. It's just because he's such a grinder up there. He's also made an impact in the previous series that Florida's played. It's not like this is an outlier for Bennett, who has been with the Panthers now for several years. I'm looking at what he's done in the previous rounds. Yeah, he's got 3 goals against Tampa in the first round. He had 3 goals against Toronto in the second round. He's already got 3 against Carolina in this third round. So this dude is carrying the Panthers right now. 6'1", 193, not the biggest guy, but he's tough as nails, and he's great at finishing at the net. So with a bad goaltender and Florida just dominating in every single facet of this matchup, I'm going to look to the guy who's been the most consistent for them. We might see Bennett moved up to the top line. Normally he's centering the second line attack with Carter Verhaeghe and Kachuk, so he's just getting prime opportunities on that line with 2 of the best offensive players on the Panthers. But he does earn time on the second power play unit. Maybe we'll see him go to the first power play unit. It all depends on Sam Reinhart's availability. Like I said earlier in the podcast, he did suffer an injury. Not sure what that's going to end up looking like, but for a fun player prop that is decent value at minus 122 odds, let's bet on Florida Panthers center Sam Bennett to record a point at minus 122 odds. These are all available on FanDuel Sportsbook. So to recap my NHL best bets for the show here at the Faceoff Sports Network, we are all 1-unit wagers on Carolina under 2.5 team total goals. Florida Panthers money line, I guess technically 4, because if you don't like the minus 146, I still like the plus 115 Florida Panthers money line in regulation. And last but not least, the hottest offensive player for Florida right now, Sam Bennett, to record a point at minus 122 odds. So those are your plays for tomorrow night's Game 3 tilt in the Eastern Conference Finals. Good luck, and thank you for watching. All the best.